Hello, welcome to KIN 457, 657, Physiology of Endurance Performance. I look forward to sharing with you information about physiology as well as about endurance performance and really going through how to apply concepts that you may have already learned in other classes. How do you apply that information to understand how to impact endurance performance? I enjoy endurance performance. I still compete and train, and I still go back to the content that I use in this course to help me make decisions about training programs, racing, and what have you. And so this class is really a very heavy applied class, and applied meaning we're taking knowledge that we're learning, research that people are doing, and trying to apply that to answer questions that we have in the real world about endurance performance. So this class is really designed with that mindset that we are really trying to use the information that we're learning in our degree programs here in kinesiology, whether that be an undergrad, a master's, or even a doctoral program, and answer questions for people who are really interested in influencing their endurance performance. And when I talk about endurance performance, I mean anything from uh, performance being completing a race for a first time versus competing in a race for a top spot, whether that be an age group or overall position. And really, I'm interested in helping that wide range of athletes. And so a lot of times we'll actually talk in this class about the mere mortal athlete, the athlete who's really, juggling life, work, family, relationships, what have you, with doing endurance performance and during endurance events. And that's a little different than the professional elite athlete whose job it is to train and recover and perform at events. And so those two groups, there's a lot of groups in between those two, but it's a wide range. And I really am interested in helping that person who's trying to do a marathon for the first time, just trying to complete it, or maybe trying to get under 5 hours for a marathon or what have you. So keep that in mind that as we're going through this material, is that we're really doing it with a purpose to help people be involved with endurance performance. What I want to do in this video is give you an overlay of what resources you'll have access to during the semester and some of just the nuts and bolts of the layout of the Canvas course. So each week I have a module built out with information, and the modules will be released uh, the Friday before that week. And in that module, I have all the information from links to videos to documents, what have you. Uh, it looks like a lot, but it's not bad. And I approach this course very much like training for an endurance event, in that as long as you keep a steady pace and you do something every day related to the course, you are going to get through the 15 weeks really well. The problem often comes up when we try to push the course off, deal with something else, and then come back to it and try to do things in bulk. That's not the way to train for an endurance event, and it's certainly not the best approach for getting something out of the course as well. So you have Monday and Wednesday. This course is listed as web live, and you have Monday and Wednesday blocked off for a web live session. However, I am going to be posting this material and you can watch it asynchronously. You can watch it at your own schedule. You don't need to come to the Monday and Wednesday session. I'm going to leave those sessions open for questions that people may have. I have no content that I will be planning to go over in those sessions. And so, so you can view the material, you can do the assignments at your own pace. The trick is, however, is to keep a good pace. And what I encourage students to do is to block out a specific time of day that you'll dedicate to this class, whether that's the web live section or if it's a different time. You pick a time that is convenient for you, and then use that time specific to this course. Watch the videos, do the readings, all right, and do the assignments and what have you. And if you do that, if you have that nice steady pace, you'll actually find that you will be successful in this course, just like you would if you're going to train for a marathon. You don't wait until the week before the marathon to cram in all the running mileage. You actually try to build up your running in order to do a marathon over a course of 8 weeks or 12 weeks or maybe even 20 weeks. All right, so I'm not going to go through all these now. These are part of your week 1 module, and you just work your way through, and it has the information that hopefully you need. And then if you have questions, you can come to one of the open video rooms or send a message. Either way is fine. But I do want to open up a couple of things here. Under the assignment tab, you have 2 types of assignments. One is just called assignment, and the other is SP, and that's for semester project. Let's open up the assignment one. Under the assignment document, this idea is nothing more than a training log of your education. And in preparing for a marathon or an Ironman or half Ironman or what have you, you would have a training log and you would keep track of how much you swam, how much you bike, how much you ran each day. And then you could look at the data and make sure that you're on a good progression to complete the event or compete in the event. And so this idea of assignments is just that. It's to keep track of the information that you are gaining during the course of the semester. Now, why is this hanging? Let's see if I can go back and try that again. And okay, so here it is. So watch all videos and read all materials, enter the date and that the video was watched, and upload this document to complete the assignment. Start your own terminology worksheet, which I talk about later on in another video. You're not required to enter information to this assignment. However, I strongly encourage you to either use this document or your own to identify key terms that are covered. And so I do have this terminology document or format. And I really encourage you, as you do your reading or as you listen to the videos, just take notes and write down terms that you hear that are key terms: glucose, carbohydrate, anaerobic energy pathway, what have you. Write those down and then make sure that you know how to define them. A lot of times we need to just have terms in our back pocket so that we can talk to each other and then ultimately apply those terms, the concepts that are covered using those terms, to understand something. And in this case, that understanding is endurance performance. So I list the videos in the assignment, and all I need you to do is put your date in that you watch it. There's no right or wrong here. There's no extra points to watch them all in one day or to spread them out. You watch these at your pace. And I've got the links, and then on the notes side, I do have documents that you'll find in the module that correspond with certain presentations. So you can download those documents ahead of time as you watch the videos. All right, save this document, add the dates, and upload that for the assignment, and that's how you complete that assignment. The other category of assignment is the semester project. And in this assignment, this idea is to build out your semester project over the 15 weeks. So each week we're going to do something that is going to move us towards finishing the semester project by the end of the semester. And so this first semester project is to look at the list of questions, and you're going to see some other videos talking about the questions, and then select 3 that you think are interesting to you. You don't have to choose one of these at the end of the day, but what I want to start us doing is just looking at questions that we are finding an interest that our interest is drawn to. Eventually, we'll narrow this question down to one question, and we'll do some things to make sure that you're picking a question that you find interesting. Because if you find a question that's interesting, it's a lot easier to do work on it versus being handed a question randomly and trying to research that. So in this case, all I need you to do is write down 3 questions. It does it that from the list, okay? And I've got another video on the semester project and the questions as well. Uh, and type those in, write those in, whichever way, and upload that document, and that's how you complete that assignment. I do have the syllabus information in here. Make sure you go through that, and all the dates of the assignments are all laid out. All right, I think that's what I wanted to do here. This is in each week I'll include a video describing what the week is about, so you sort of get a flavor of what you're trying to do that week. And yeah, let me know if you have questions, and welcome to the class, and thank you for your interest in this topic.